reset a little bit?
I think so. I think, reset, to me, resets every Sunday, quite honestly. No matter, and as you look at the season, look at, holistically, football, you have to have a reset button, and it's got to be something you use seasonally. For example, during the season, it's got to be every Sunday. Throughout the course of the year, it's got to be at the end of every season. You can't assume that guys naturally are going to carry over all the principles and values of the organization just because they've been through it. You've got to do it. You've got to reteach it, sometimes till you and they are blue in the face. But that's football, and it's got to be regimented. It's got to be synchronized, and yes, that's a pretty good way to describe it.
I know you said that you're working on several specific schemes in the off week. Do you also include getting plays and the pocket to move? Braxton had a couple really nice plays where it looks like he was trying to move out, see if he could pass, and then he was able to get first downs with his feet.
Absolutely. You got to keep finding ways to generate yards and points. Obviously, we didn't do a very good job this past game at doing so. There are some positives there that we were able to push through, and it showed up in the Utah game, and it didn't show up this past game. We're disappointing ourselves in that. Now that being said, yeah, everything is assessed and analyzed. You have like yesterday, spent all day studying the season's cut-ups. What are things that we're good at? What are things that we're close at being good at? What are some things that we probably don't need to invest any more time in? And so those things are the things that are being emphasized and focused on this week.
Marty, you inherited a group that was mostly redshirt freshmen, and they didn't get a chance for those bowl practices last year. How important is that for offensive lines to get those extra practices?
Oh, God, it's the mother of all teachers, right? And learning, the repetition, it's invaluable, so. And obviously that's been one of the top goals coming into the season, but the focus, with a bye week has got to be completely on the bye week. But the point that you make, it is for every program, for every program. You look at the course of, let's take a 4-year cohort, right? And you see 15 practices, that's 60 practices. That means your entire team, by the time that they're seniors, they've gone through 4 extra spring practices. And that's what I look at, like, for example, high school football in states that have spring ball versus those that don't. What a difference in the development of those young men. So, yeah, it's invaluable, and, we're pushing hard to make sure we get that done.
Coach, in terms of just making sure guys' spirits are high and still fighting every day after kind of a deflating loss against a rival like that, is there something that the coaching staff says, or is it just kind of already acknowledged that there's no quit in this team?
Well, there's no hocus pocus to it. You set the tone, you set your demeanor from the get-go, and you roll with it, because you are what you are 24/7. There is no suddenly, hey, I'm a super happy guy and I'm motivated or whatnot. We came here and we are here with work to do, and we knew that. Okay, and unfortunately, there are some painful steps in the process that you cannot skip. Everybody wants to skip it. Everyone thinks there isn't. If that's the approach, and if the motivation is all external, you've got no chance. It's got to come from within. The DNA is there. We make sure that we emphasize that, promote that, generate that type of enthusiasm from within, and we press forward. I have zero doubt these guys are extremely motivated. They show it in the way that they practice, in the way they approach meetings, and the way they play, regardless of what the scoreboard says.
Have you guys started looking at Arizona yet?
I look at everybody. Yeah, we look at them, and we look at ourselves, and this is a big week to accomplish both those things. Real important football week.
How's Braxton doing emotionally? Is he a kid that keeps his chin up?
Absolutely. Braxton's a competitor, so are all these guys. Don't doubt that one bit in them. And so, and also, the team has done a very good job, the players have, of understanding where we are and the steps we have to continually take to get to where we want to be. So, yeah, he's done really well. Good, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good day.